racquetball in a couple of different ways today. I want you to see the magic of the racquetball. So, starting with those feet. And the thing about the racquetball that I love, and the reason why I love introducing it to people, is because it's just, I mean, they maybe cost $2 for a racquetball. I don't know. I buy them in bulk, so I'm not even sure how much one costs, but they're practically free, basically. And uh, you can basically roll out or give your entire body a massage with this one little racquetball. Now, if you've been in my studio, you know I have like every kind of ball you can imagine because every different kind of ball can be just like a little bit better for this thing or that thing. But the racquetball is kind of the one universal, like if I was stranded on a desert island and I could bring one ball, it would be the racquetball. Not to mention, we like to go for walks and bounce it really hard in the street and then chase after it. So it's even entertainment. Come on. All right. So we've rolled our feet out here. Good. Good morning. Good morning. We roll. If you're just joining me, we just rolled out our feet super quickly there, just for a moment, just to get those feet going. And then we're coming over to the wall next. So if you just join me, do your feet first and then come to the wall. And here's the thing, we're going to stand with our feet out a little ways. So we've got some pressure here. And then you're going to put it first just between the wall and your upper trap. And then you're going to roll yourself around on that and start light and then roll a little deeper. Good. Diane, thanks for your email. I started emailing you back, but I got to do some math to finish the email because your question about next month, I was like, uh-oh, that's a math question. Give me a minute. So there's a response in my draft box right now because we're rolling those upper traps out. Good. And yeah, actually, so Diane was wondering, and I know other people have been wondering, is Julie here yet? No, she's not. But Julie was wondering, are we doing next month early morning and Saturday classes? And the answer is yes, we are. And it's been a couple of months now that we've been doing those. And when Leah, who is here, convinced me to try that, I was like, "Are you crazy? 7:30 in the morning? That sounds horrible." But I love it. I love it so much. So it's really helped me a lot. So switch to the other side of your upper trap if you haven't yet. Yeah, it's helped me a lot because you would think as a Pilates instructor, I work out all the time. Nope. Because I'm usually standing here watching other people work out. So 7:30 a.m.s in the morning, and then that Saturday 9 a.m. class, Minnesota time, has been a life changer for me. Honestly, I feel so much better these days. All right, so once you've got both sides there, I'm just chatting at you because I want you rolling here. We're doing a little chat-a-lattes this morning, and you're going to put it now a little lower. So we're going to pick, let's say we're going to pick one more spot, okay? So lower, meaning it could be in the QL area, that lumbar region. It could be down in the SI, around the SI joint, around your sacrum. You can also, check this out, turn to the side, press into it, and roll out. Okay, so you choose rolling those hips out if that's what works best for you. I just also want to show you this because sometimes, I mean, it's just not one of those obvious things, but sometimes you just need to see that you can also turn towards the wall, put it in the front of the hip, and then you have to just move your arm a little bit. Obviously, stepping your feet away helps. And now I'm rolling out my hip flexor. And then I just want to show you this is a really important one, rolling out the front of your shoulder. So again, at the wall, you can go to a door jamb to do this if that works better for you. And then I will just tell you one, you can even get like the side of the shoulder. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Um, and you can also lie on the mat and do all of that. As you all are finishing that up, I'm going to show you one that might not be applicable to what you're doing and where you are right this moment, but I want you to see what you can do if you are at a corner or a door jamb. And we're going to use, if you could pretend this pole right here is a corner, I'm down on my knees, but you would be standing up. You would put the ball on the corner so that you can put your head on one side And then you would have the ball there, dropping your head and your arms, and you can roll out that upper trap, that elusive, hard to get at upper trap. So there you have it. Those are a whole bunch of ideas for you to use this little ball. So I hope you found some good stuff there. Good, excellent. All right, so let's go ahead and have a lie down on our mat. And we're gonna lie here for a moment. And the first thing we're gonna focus on, and some would argue the most important thing to focus on, is pelvic floor to deep core. So you can grab your ball if that's helpful to you to squeeze that between the knees. And you're going to lie down, put that between your knees if you like, and feet are flat. And then we're going to go into a good old fashioned basic pelvic floor engagement. We should be doing this every day. It'll make a huge difference if we do. So in your nice long neutral spine, take a few moments to just relax the body, turn things off, because engaging our pelvic floor is really an isolation. So to isolate one muscle group, we have to relax the other muscle groups, right? That's key. So we're not working our pelvic floor and our jaw. We're not working our pelvic floor and our feet. We're just working our pelvic floor. And we use our breath to help us find even more relaxation. So inhale, soften everything. And then exhale, engage pelvic floor to deep core. Feel those 4 points drawing together. Good. And so we have a couple of 4 points in our body. We have the 4 points of the front of our core, the ribs and the hip bones. But we also have the 4 points of our pelvic floor, the pubic bone, the tailbone, and either sits bone. Those 4 points are drawing together as well. So draw those 4 points together of the pelvic floor. Start with that. So start simply and then releasing. So it's an inhale to release, and exhale to engage. Keep moving at your own pace there. Keep those shoulders soft. And then once you've got that pelvic floor engagement, then add in the 4 points of your core. So the front of the core, and that when we do all those together, then we know we've got the pelvic floor and the deep transverse abdominis all working together. And that's what we're really after on a daily basis. Let's do that 4 more times. So 4 more breaths to make it happen. Inhaling to relax, exhaling to engage. Each time, go a little deeper. Inhaling, relax a little more deeply. Exhaling, engage more deeply. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Find that deep connection. Keep that connection. Hold that. Breathe there and release. Excellent. Let's go into imprint and release here a few times. So that what we just did right there is worth a million burpees, 1,000 jumping jacks, right? It's worth so much more than, um, you know, forcing ourselves to do a whole bunch of things that might not feel really organic to our body, because that is really the epiphany, or that's the, sort of the deep organic connection that we maybe didn't know about. I didn't know about this for forever. So chances are a lot of us had never experienced or learned that connection in our body. So that's so important. Let's do that every day. Last one here with that imprint release. And then take the ball away. Let's put the ball behind your head so we can have a nice relaxed neck for a moment here. Let's get into some more core work. Take one knee to tabletop and then the other knee to tabletop. Stay neutral in our spine, pulling the belly up and in. Arms by your side, soften your shoulders, and then toe tap. Down, bring it back up. And the other goes down, bring it back up. Good. Sometimes we curl up and put the ball behind our head so we can experience what it's like to be in this slightly lifted position, because we get a deeper 4 point connection most often in this position than if our head is down. And then we can just relax. And we're practicing relaxing while working, working while relaxing. Good. Let's go 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And now you're going to extend one leg out to lower it down, to draw it back up and bring it back in. 4 separate movements. Really separate those movements and really go deep. Notice the difference with each of those movements and how that feels in your core. Okay, keep that breath flowing. If you want a bigger challenge, you're going to take the leg that's holding stable there and just move it slightly away from you. If that's a bit much, if you're feeling it in your back, bring it back in towards you. Always, always, always take care of your back. If your back is telling you no, then you stop and reassess and adjust. There's always a better way to do that move on any given day. Last 2. Excellent. Last one. Pull the knees to the chest, rock and roll side to side briefly, and then we're going to put the feet back down. We're taking the ball away. We're putting the ball under our sacrum. So lift your hips, put that under your sacrum, extend one leg up to the sky, and then the other leg up to the sky. Stretch your legs towards your body and just relax. Big deep breath. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Let that low back soften. Just let the legs relax. And now let's take the feet to the sky. Good. You're going to find your 4-point connection here. One leg is going to lower. Exhale, bring it back up to the L. And then the other leg. If this for you feels just like not enough for where you're at this morning, both legs can go down and up together right off the bat. Eventually, we'll all be doing that. Let's go 4 more L's if you're at L with me. 3, 2, and 1, and then both legs down and up all together for 4. 4, exhale on the effort to lift the legs. 3, navel to spine, reaching long and strong. 2, good work. Last 1. Big leg circles, let them fall towards you. Open out and around, loosening up those hips. Big deep breath. 2 more. 1 more. Change direction, circle the opposite way. Reaching long and strong. 3, 2, keep the ribs down. 1. Good job. Bring one foot down, bring the other foot down. Lift the hips, roll yourself down, and then take the ball, set it out over your head so it's out of your way. Knees at tabletop, hands behind your head. Make your head heavy in that hammock as you exhale to curl up. And then make it a little heavier, and then curl a little deeper, and then make it a little heavier, curl a little deeper. Look to the belly, scoop it deeper with your eyes. And then we're going to extend our left leg out long, and this one's going down and up 4 times. Down, exhale, lift. That's 4, down and up. 3, curl deeper, down and up. 2, down and up. 1, change, down and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull them both in for a moment. Curl a little deeper. Bring the elbows to the knees to the elbows. Curl a little deeper. Pull the belly deeper. Curl a little deeper. And then stretch everything out like you're just chilling on the beach. And then pull it all back in. Curl a little deeper. Stretch it all out. Curl a little deeper. Stretch it all out. Curl a little deeper. Hold here. If you want to continue with what we were just doing, go right ahead. Otherwise, reach your arms long by your ankles and then stretch out, circle around, curl a little deeper. Stretch out, circle around, curl a little deeper. 2 more, circle around. Last one, circle around. And rest your head, rock and roll your head side to side. Whew, we're going to roll to the side to come up. And you are going to go to one side. Let's See, I'm gonna go to the opposite. So I always go to that side. I'm gonna go to this side today. So if you find yourself habitually going to the same side, switch with me. And then set yourself up. So we're gonna work our obliques, and this actually works our glute med. But the main thing I want you to focus on is your serratus. And this is your warm up. So let's lift right up and hold there. Now, if you can, you're going to think about levitating more here and then pulsing those hips up and down. Stay out of this upper trap by sending more energy into your serratus. If that's all a bit much, you can take breaks when you need to. You could also just keep the hip on the floor and focus on engaging that muscle and grounding it. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Now I know you're feeling those obliques. Let's go to the other side. We're gonna up the ante today. After we've done our warm up, which normally we don't even call this the warm up, this is the work. But since we've been together for almost a week now, I think we're ready to go to the next level. So we'll call this the warm up. And you can add the pulses if you like. Nice soft shoulders. Now, when we do go to the next level, if it's causing you any strain, I want you to come back to this. This is a great place to be, or a stretch if that's what your body needs. The key here is that we have that elbow under that shoulder, not outside of it. 4, 3, 2, and that we're motivating from that serratus and down. Now come back to the original side. All right, so this time we're gonna sit in a very fancy position, which I've been told is called eating grapes position. I don't know if you see that we're eating grapes here. And my bottom leg is behind my top leg, if you can see that. And I'm imagining I'm on a balance beam with my hand, my hip, and my feet, one straight line here. I'm drawing my shoulder down my back already, and my fingertips are pointing out that direction. Take a big breath and then stretch yourself up to your side. And so now we're on both feet and they're staggered, they're not stacked. Good. And we're holding and breathing here. Now you can just hold and breathe there, or you can add a big rainbow stretch and then back to that T position and rainbow stretch, lift the hips and back to the T position. One more rainbow stretch and T. And now if you're feeling great here, we're going to lower and lift. 5, 4, 3, very small, 2, 1. And if you've got one more in you, we're going to give it a twist, like you're lacing your hand underneath, and then open your chest to the sky. And twist, lace that hand underneath, and open the chest to the sky. Last one, twist, and open the chest to the sky to lower back down to that same position you started in. And then we're going to go ahead and stagger our knees. Take this arm up and over and stretch it all out. I gotta fix my camera angle for the second side there. There we go. Good. Breathe into that. And your wrist might need a little love, so you can give it this opposite stretch too. All right, let's take that all to the opposite side. Again, if this bigger range of motion isn't working for you, don't force it. We never want to force things, especially if it's in regards to a shoulder, because shoulders are a little persnickety. So get ready, set yourself up. That back leg is underneath. Line yourself up, take a big breath, and then up we go, all the way up. Good, big deep breath there, nice soft shoulders. Draw the shoulders down the back, zip the belly up and in. You can just hold or go into rainbow stretch. And release, 4. And rainbow stretch. And release, 3. Rainbow stretch, lift from the serratus. Keep that breath flowing. Good. And then we're going to add pulses if you wish, or you can hold. If you're pulsing, it's 5, 4. It's motivating from here. 3, 2, 1. Taking a break if your body's asking you to. Otherwise, lace it under. And open the chest to the sky. 3. Lace it under. Open the chest. Feel that corset wrapping to support you. Last one. And open and all the way down. Whew. Bring those knees to a stagger position and reach up and over. Now really reach up out of that hip. Big stretch. Deep breath. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Good. If your wrist needs a little love, going the opposite direction. Good. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get that band out. Good. And put your band on for me around your knees. And we're going to have a lie down on your mat. See, roll on down. Good. So glute med work every day. Press your feet into the ground, lengthen your neck, soften your shoulders. And today we're gonna go feet about hip distance parallel, already putting some pressure into that band. And we're gonna just go straight up and straight down. Think of your pelvis like a freight elevator, and your arms are a big part of this. So take a big breath, inhale, and then exhale, push up, squeeze the glutes at the top, and then inhale, lower back down. Exhale, squeeze at the top, pressing out into the band, lower back down. Good. Now, the idea here, and the reason why we're just omitting the articulation of our spine for this exercise is because I want you to really get into the groove of pushing down and lifting up, equal but opposite, right? So we know that with movement, there's got to be a down to go up, right? So your arms are the down. Also, your heels are the down, or your feet. I find that if I put a little more pressure into my heels, I feel it right in my glute a little bit more, but you can experiment with that. Soft shoulders, long spine, pressing up and out. Now that you've got that going on, let's get that glute strength just a little deeper. So if you can imagine that, and I don't, this is going to sound odd, but this is what I see in my mind, is those glute muscles. I think of them like hands, and that they could make a fist and squeeze, right? So if you can imagine your glutes are like hands, and you can make a fist and squeeze tight every time you come up. Let's go 4 and 3. Deeper each time. 2 and 1. And down for a moment. Give yourself, anytime your low back feels a little tight, give yourself a little imprint release. Even taking a break in the midst of an exercise if necessary, right? Okay, now we're going to go heels together. And we're going to do the same thing. And the press out and the lift up is really going to be driven from that sense of the pubic bone going straight up towards the sky. So big breath, inhale, exhale, lift and press out and drop down. Lift and press out and drop down. Now practice keeping your neck long, your shoulders soft, and then deeper into those glutes with every press. Let's just do 4 more here. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Bring your legs all the way together. Now, this one's a doozy. It seems unlikely to be this intense, but it really is. Imagine you're squeezing something between your knees and your upper inner thighs. So your legs are all the way together. You're going to lift up to stay lifted. And it's going to feel like you can't get very high. That's normal. And then you're going to tuck and scoop a little bit more. Drop the ribs under. Notice how many muscles are lighting up here. Now pulse into that imaginary thing between the knees and the upper inner thighs. Little pulses. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8. Tuck a little bit more. 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Now squeeze tight and pulse up, up, up. Micro pulses. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4 deeper, 3, 3 deeper, 2, 2 deeper, 1, done, down. Woof. Okay, now let's step apart again, and you are going to articulate through your spine. So really round through it. Lift those hips high. Big deep breath at the top. Tuck and scoop more. Squeeze the fast more. So find that little fold here. Imagine you're trying to hold on to your 2 favorite pencils from 3rd grade. Don't drop them, squeeze them tight, and micro pulse up and out, up and out, up and out, up and out. If you find you've got a sleepier side, make the sleepier side the leader. It will get stronger. Everything gets better when our glutes match up. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Roll down. Woo. All right, let's pull the knees in, rock side to side. Big deep breath there. Well done. And then we're going to take that away. Let's give that a stretch there. Good. We're going to do one last thing for our adductors, and then we're going to do a big hip stretch. But if you want to add a flex and point, that daily vitamin for your feet, flexing and pointing. Excellent. And switch to the other side. Get a nice stretch. Breathe into it, relax into it. Add that flex and point if you like. Yeah, if you haven't tried this nice strong blue band, or yours might be a different color, but this band around the arch, it feels so good. And release. And then we're going to go ahead and put that ball just between the upper inner thighs. We're not going up and down. We're just going to stay in neutral. And I want you to squeeze that ball as tightly as you can. You might get a little adjustment here. If so, that's nice. It's good to be able to get those little adjustments, especially earlier in the day, so that we're not walking around, maladjusted. And now squeeze a little bit tighter, breathe a little bit deeper, squeeze a little bit tighter, breathe a little bit deeper. Now squeeze extra tight and micro pulse in from there. Good. So simple. You can do this anytime. Sometimes it's hard to find, keep going. Sometimes it's hard to find, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour to work out in the day. But you could always find 2 minutes, and you could do this for 2 minutes and, be well on your way to happier, healthier adductors. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And then imprint that low back. Walk your feet away a little bit. Squeeze into that ball again. Keep the imprints. Tuck and scoop a little more. Drop the ribs a little bit. Pull the belly up and in and squeeze tighter. And now squeeze tighter. Find those adductors, squeeze tighter. And now from here, pulse. In. Good. Whew, breathing deep. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7. If you squeeze so tightly that your ball pops, I will send you a new one for free. So you go right ahead. You get major kudos. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, very well done. We're going to go ahead and just take those legs in, rock side to side for a moment, and then you're going to roll to the side to come on up. Now, this next move, you might want something for support. Usually we would use our roller for support for this one. It just occurred to me that I didn't have you all get a roller into the space, but I'm going to go grab one just to demonstrate. What it is going to be is a very simple squat. So we can squat on a roller. We can actually go to a step in our house or something else that's low. The ball might be supportive enough as well. So we're going to this position. Once again, you don't really need the ruler if you don't want it or have it, but it's a supportive place to start. You could sit on a pillow, whatever you got handy here. And so being in a squat, trying to keep our heels down, and then pressing our elbows into our knees. And then once you're there, you want to try to let your low back release into its natural neutral curve. So I'm going to get rid of that and turn to the side here. So sinking down, and when we're there, we want to be as much as we can in that position as opposed to that position. Does that make sense? So lifting up out of that. Good. And just hang out and breathe there. And know that this is such an important organic movement for our body to do on a regular basis if it's safe and comfortable for you. If it's not, there are a lot of reasons why it might not be. Then don't force it. Good. Breathing here. You could also just sit on a chair with your knees apart, pressing your elbows. Yeah. And just breathe here. Good. So if you are looking for more hip happiness, more happiness in your hips, more hip release, this is a really basic thing to do. Of course, you want to be pretty warm before you drop into this. One more big breath here. And then you can choose to sit back down onto the floor to come out of it or to press up to the sky. Big breath. Okay. Whoo, shake that out. Well done. We're going to come to standing now. And we are going to do this without anything to balance with unless you know that that would be helpful for you. So for instance, you could grab a chair. If you had a long roller and you just needed a little help with balance, that could be there for you. But I'm going to demonstrate all of this sans balance. And we are going to bring to the space with us, everybody, a band. And this is really just sort of like a modern dance warm up. And we've done this before in class. So if you've been with me in the past, you've seen this one before. Um, and we're going to take the band and you're just going to go lifting up and lowering all the way down. And I don't want this too tight. Start fairly loose because we're going to be here for a little while. Soften the shoulders, connect your shoulder blades into your back. Good. And so we're picking it up and setting it down. Now, when you pick that foot up, try to come right up the midline and notice if your hip is lifting and your body's falling to the right at all. Correct that by dropping that hip and going straight up. Good. Now we're going to stay up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step back, stretch that leg, and you can press back. Big breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale, and then up. Good. So we're going to take this a little longer, and we're going to go up and out. And so you're just going to press it up and back. Here you go, and up and out to the side. So we're lifting that leg. Keep the shoulders soft. Again, if it's too tight, loosen it up a little bit because you're doing this on both sides. Good. 4, 3, lengthen more. 2, 1, and now those little micro pulses up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to step it back behind you. Reach your arms up and stretch to the side. So that hip that you were just working gets a little stretch because it's going behind you. Big reach. Deep breath. And come on up from there. Okay, now the leg's going back behind you. And for this one, you can choose a big range of motion going out and back, or you can just hold your arms there. So we're going with a little forward reach and back to standing. Forward reach and back to standing. Good. Connect to your core. Your core is what gives you all of your strength and balance. Nice. Keep those shoulders nice and soft. Breathing deep. Feel those shoulders working. 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to balance and hold little pulses up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those feet down. Take that behind you. Round forward to reach your arms overhead. Big breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. You can soften those knees if it feels better. And then roll yourself up like someone's pulling your band up to the sky. Articulate through the spine. Stand tall. All right, to the other side. So everything on this side, we start by just lifting and lowering all the way down, all the way up. Good. Moving slowly and with control and with focus and with balance can be just as intense as a million burpees, 1,000 jumping jacks, right? It's just coming from a different perspective. And it allows us to really think about what every muscle group in our body is doing. And whatever we do habitually either helps us or hurts us, right? So we can do a lot of things habitually that are giving us a lot of problems, but we could also do those same things habitually in a positive way and create a lot of positive change in our body. Last one. Good. And now we're going to stay up little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch back. Big reach. This brings me back to my liturgical dance days. A little church dancer. Big stretch. Big breath. And come on up to the side. On the diagonal, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Soft shoulders. If it's getting a little tight, loosen it up. Good. Let's go. 6 and down. 5, energy in all directions. 4, breathing deep. 3, stretching longer. 2, core connection. 1, and then stay lifted. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Soft shoulders. 2, 1. Done. Take that leg back behind you. Arms up. Stretch to the side. Big breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. And back to the center. All right, we're dipping forward as we fly. Good. Reach those arms out. Stretch your leg long and strong behind you. Keep that core tight to keep you connected to your entire body, all moving together. Good. Reach and stretch. Breathe with your movement. Connect your breath and your movement like music and dance. Your breath is the music for your movement. Last 2. Listening to that body, especially if the hip or the knee is giving you trouble. You can also just hold in a lighter pattern, right? And now pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Take the hands behind you and dive forward over those legs. Big breath, big stretch. Shake your head out while you're down here. Open the chest. You can bend the knees. Do whatever feels good. And when you roll up, imagine someone's pulling your arms up. Big deep breath. Go, go, go. Soft shoulders. All right, very nice. Okay, we are going to set that down. And we're going to come back to center space. And let's put actually the ball between your upper inner thighs. So grab that ball between the upper inner thighs. And we're going to get our arms moving, get a little cardio going here. Go ahead, keep going just like that. Adjust my camera angle one more time. Here we go. And the more we move our arms, the more cardio we feel. There we go, good. Now draw the navel to the spine. Excellent. And really feel all 10 toes spreading out and supporting you like webs shooting out of your feet. Good. Draw the navel in and up. If that doesn't feel like enough, bring the feet a little closer so the ball feels like a little bit more of a challenge. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Roll the shoulders back and down. Turn out. Reach those arms out. Right away when you turn out, you should feel those glutes light up. And we're going to do little micro pulses. Now, as you go up, I want you to try to feel like you're pressing in even more. Good. Keep the shoulders soft, arms long. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Take that ball, put it between your knees. Just like that. You're going to sink down here and reach your arms overhead and then come up to lift and squeeze behind you. Sink down, reach overhead, lift up, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Now, pick your pace here. Reaching and stretching, lifting and opening. Go deep as you wish. Good. So it doesn't have to be super deep, but if that feels great for your body this morning, go for it. And every time you push up, push the floor away. 4, push the floor away. 3, push the floor away. Good. 2, 1. And then sink down. Pull your arms behind you. Draw the shoulders back and down. Good. And then we're going to pulse down as we push up. 10, 9, squeeze the ball. 8, 7, breathing deep. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay down there. Arms back overhead. Pulse in, in. Keep breathing, keep pulsing, keep going. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All the way up. Ooh, it's amazing how you can get so much cardio without even jumping around. Now let's go ahead and step back onto your mat. See? Back mine up and step wide. Nice and wide here. Take the arms out and go side to side. Sink into those hips once again. Notice how much range of motion you have in your hips right now. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go down, down, up. Big stretch. Down, down, up. Every time you come up, I want you to feel like you're being squeezed through the center, like a tube of toothpaste. Up. 4, up. 3, up. 2, up. 1, up. Now go down, pulse back, 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 back. These little micro pulses back. Palms back, knees back. Keep breathing, keep going. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Done. Big circle up. Whew. Okay, we're going back down into it, and you're going to isolate. So put your hands on your hips, draw your shoulders down, pull your core nice and tight, and then isolate your rib cage to one side a little bit and the other side a little bit. It's like your ribs and your hips are moving like this, just across. Yeah, good. Don't make it too big. I want you to feel it deeply, but I also want you to feel all this work that's happening around here, right? Good. And feel that core, navel to spine. These are called isolations in jazz class. But there's also a lot of workout videos out there where they call this standing abs, which it certainly is. Now pick up the pace. Go 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7. Go deeper into that squat if you can for 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Done. Big side stretch up and over. Sink into it. You can turn that foot out. Reach into it. Big lunge. Press the floor away. Come on up to the other side. Big lunge there. Deep, deep breath. And back to the center. Walk your feet together. And we did this yesterday, and this is that tremor that we're going for. So you're going to sink back a little bit. It's similar to Carnival, but I want you to start without even moving your feet. I just want you to shake your legs, and you can go a little. Yeah, let's see if our legs shake. Okay. Similar to twerking, but that's not what we're doing. I promise. And so shake, 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 shake. Let everything shake. And then if your feet start to move, that's okay too. But it's coming from that tremor in your body. This feels really good on a mat, so I'm going to move to my mat. Good. Keep going. And now if you've got that tremor really going, yesterday I said no arms, but today you can do arms. And we're going to breathe. Go a little deeper. Go a little faster. It can even be a little smaller. It doesn't have to be big. Bigger isn't necessarily better. But let's let those arms be whatever they feel like. Keep breathing. Whew. And let's go 10, 9, faster, 8, 7, breathing, 6, 5, 4, faster, 3, quicker, 2, 1, and roll your shoulders. Whew. Nicely done. Let's get a little stretching after all of that. Have a seat on your mat. Let's go both feet out in front of us for starters and take a little forward fold. If that's not comfortable, you could do butterfly stretch. That's where we're all going to be going in a moment. Big breath. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Roll up from there. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. We're going to be using our Pilates ball here at the end in a moment. So if yours isn't handy, you can get it closer by. Big breath. Drop your head, drop your shoulders, sink into those hips. Happy hips make for a much happier low back, happier knees, happier ankles. Big breath. Come on up and just go to that single side with a gentle twist. Drop your forehead towards your knee. Big breath. Whole spine. Opposite side. Big breath. Whole spine. Nice soft shoulders. And back to the center. And lastly, we're going to roll back over our ball. So place the ball behind your shoulder blades. Roll back over it. We're going to do 4 big full body roll-ups and then a stretch over the ball to finish. Big inhale, reaching, stretching, lengthening. On your exhale, arms go, chin goes, rib goes back, belly pulls up, diving forward over the toes. Big, beautiful stretch. Deep breath. Draw the tailbone under as you go back. Really tuck it under, like it's slipping on a banana peel. Big stretch back. And exhale, curl. Keep breathing, keep rounding, keep stretching out over the toes. And round back, reaching through those fingertips. Tailbone drawing under. You're welcome to take the last two at a quicker clip or go nice and slow. And then we'll finish out over the ball. Good. Once we have our sequencing down, our articulation, our motivation, we've got it all figured out, then we can go a little more quickly with things. And big stretch. And let's all hang out back here for 3 big, deep final breaths. Deep inhales, deep exhales, deep inhale, deep exhale. You can reach the arms if that feels good. One more big, deep breath all together. And to come up, we'll reach the arms, slowly peeling yourself up one vertebra at a time. All right, there you have it. It's Friday. We've got 1 day left of our boost camp. I am so excited for tomorrow. As I said, there's a little surprise, and some of you probably already guessed, it's dancing. We will be dancing. 15 minutes of funk. So we're going to do a little dance at the end. I haven't quite decided if it's all funk or not, but this is inspired by the fact that I get a lot of requests to play funk music in here when people come in for their classes or their private sessions. So I'm like, we just got to do this. Yeah. All right. Well, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fabulous Friday. Can't wait to see you all tomorrow for our last day at 9. So tomorrow's at 9, and it'll be a collective group. So everybody hopefully will come together from the 2 groups. Thanks so much.